There's a big story brewing, and it relates to the Hanjin shipping company out of South Korea. They've been shipping to Portland for many, many years, and they recently made the announcement that to cut costs, they're instead going to go to Seattle. And that's alarming a lot of Oregon business owners that ship out of Oregon. Now they're going to have to pay the extra dollar, the extra fee to ship up to Washington or ship down to California. So this is a major breaking development that's going to have massive economic implications right away for business owners that are, in the import-export business. And this is coming at a time where we're seeing more people than ever call Portland home. It's the most gentrified city in all the U.S. and number one in so many other things. It's also not short of its social ills. So we're seeing more jobs lost as a result, and blue-collar jobs. Talk about the death of the male worker, talk about death of manufacturing. 650 jobs. The Terminal 6 is the terminal affected most by this move, and I believe that most of the activity going in and out of the port of Portland was through this company, the Hanjin Shipping Company. What do you think this is all about? Is this related to NAFTA, TPP, or those obvious questions? There's something deeper behind this. Is this a risk move, if you will, on the part of China or some other forces out there, perhaps? We know that there are these new economic coalitions that have been developed in recent years. What is the intention behind doing this? Is it really just about cutting costs, or is there something else? Because Portland's set to see a lot of growth in the next couple of years, big time. And we've seen a lot of growth, but they keep building and building and building, and they have plans for what this place is going to look like in the next 20 years, 30 years, and perhaps they may have to update those plans as even more people move here. There's a lot of different reasons why people are moving here, and Portland has become the most gentrified city in all the U.S. So is this all being set up, perhaps for another company to come in, perhaps a Chinese company? Problem, reaction, solution, because Hanjin was a South Korean company. So only time will tell what will become of the Port of Portland. Remember, the Port of Portland's have a pretty dark history in the past. And I've always kind of wondered, when the shit hits the fan, if you will, what would be going in and out of this city if the you-know-what hit the fan and the grid was out. I think that certain things that we've seen throughout history could repeat themselves in a chaotic situation where the resources aren't there and where people don't have anyone to turn to protect them, i.e. police forces and things of that nature. I think that we're seeing kind of a decline bit by bit in Western civilization, and I don't think it's healthy at all for all these people to be moving into the same area and the same space. And this bubble that people have been living off of for so long, it's, when this one pops, the effect of it, as a lot of analysts have been saying, is going to be much worse. It's going to be seen in a much more direct way than 2008 and 2009. And to me, I didn't really see much of a crash to begin with. I saw somewhat of a recession, but for the most part, things went through a phase where some stuff was closing down, and then they did a few injections, QE, human growth hormone for the economy, and then boom, the track was back online. And some cities like Portland have been boosting or bouncing back in some aspects because this has become kind of a city where there's kind of a touristy vibe to it. Oh, move to Portland, majestic destiny, as I've mentioned before. Go west, and there's a lot of people that are, or go north if you're in California, that are in this mindset. So what I'm getting at is, you got all these people that have moved here and are going to move here. But long term, what will be the jobs? Where are people going to be working? I mean, can everybody just work at a restaurant? Can everybody just work at a grocery store? Is everybody just going to pump gas? And how are they going to pay their rent then, when rents are literally exploding? It's like there's a train wreck coming, folks. So with this announcement about this pullout from the Hanjin company, I'm going, what's this really about? And what is this going to lead to? And what companies from what countries might be offering to replace Terminal 6? So there'll be a few links down below in the description. Let me know your thoughts on the issue.